Oh, so now we are live. Good evening, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila. I'm going to be the host from this conversation. I am here with Brizola, Simone, and Felipe. And before we start, I'd like to explain a little bit about the platform or what we are doing here. What is Talk and Talk? So, for those who don't know, Talk and Talk it's a language conversation platform. And here you can find conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and now we have German. So if you want to practice this language and have great conversation in a safe place, you can enjoy the platform and know more about the project. And do not worry because here it's a safe place. No one will judge you or correct you. So feel free to share your opinion in another language. I guess this is the main point here. When we try to express ourselves in a different language, I guess is the big challenge, I think, nowadays, right? And of course, we are here to improve our English skills, improve our vocabulary. And guys, I think everyone here knows that I'm not a teacher. I am a student as you. So I am here to practice my English also. So I am, of course, learning new structure for you guys, learning new vocabulary for your answer. So enjoy this 1 hour of conversation. And as always, we start with the self-presentation. So, ladies first. See, your turn. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Simone. I am 52 years old. I live in São Paulo. I am single. I don't have children. I work in a here agency, how executive assistant. But the moment I am searching the new opportunity, the job. I like to walk the park in my free time. For example, I like the dance too. I like watching movies in the cinema or in my home with my mother. Lottie, I am study very a lot because I need an opportunity, best job to arrive in my goals. That's it.
Great, great. Good to see you here. See. And how
Mhm.
about you, Brizola? Your turn.
Yeah. Hello, guys. My name is Lucas Brizola. I am 28 years old and I live in Sorocaba, in countryside of São Paulo, and I'm single. In my free time, I like to read, watch movies and series, be in contact with the natural, and travel whenever possible. I have a degree in logistics and administration with a postgraduate degree in finances and logistics. I started my career at the age of 15 as an apprentice in logistics, but at 17 I moved to recruitment and selection, an area in which I have worked for over 10 years, 7 of which focus on recruitment technology professional or tech recruiter. I realized that my lack of fluence in English limited my opportunities in companies with international operation. That is why I started studying at TALKTNTALK with the goal of speaking and understand the English fluent in 8 months. Hashtag fluency in English. This is Lucas, a person in constantly seeking personal and professional growth. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, Lucas. You are doing very well. Big challenge, 8 months, big challenge, but you are doing very well, I guess. You can see the difference, right? In 1 month, I think you can see.
Yes.
So good job. Welcome aboard, Lucas. And how about you, Felipe?
Hello guys, I'm Felipe. I have 27 years old. I'm married, father two, a daughter and a son. And I work with media and at an advertising agency. And in my free time, I like to stay with my family and meeting friends. Um, I like to read, but in a moment I don't read because I don't have time. but I like this. I like to watch movies and series too, and this. That's it.
Great, great. Good, thank you, Felipe. So, guys, about me, my name is Camila. I am 40. I live in São Paulo, in the capital, most specific in the Tatuapé neighborhood. I work as an accountant in an energy company. The company is from Japan, but I work from here in Brazil. And I need to use English there almost every day. So because of this, I want to improve my English to try to be in touch with different topics to talk in English. What else? Let me see. I'm a huge fan of true crime. I love this kind of movies and podcasts and series. Let me see what else about me. Let me see if I forgot something. I don't think so. So let's start with it's a light soft, I guess, about storytelling. I will start with you, Felipe, because you said you are a father, right? You have two kids. And I
Yes.
guess when we have kids, it's important to know a little bit about storytelling. So do you want to read
Yes.
the question number 2 and answer, please?
Yes. What's your earliest memory of a history that had a significant impact on you? Um, don't this question don't about memory. It's a history is a memory. It's equal.
You can share, can say a history for someone, like someone for your family, can be whatever you want. But if you remember something in your life that you still remember until now, like can be something that you heard, can be a movie, because this is a history too, can be something for your family, for example.
Okay.
You can share just
Okay.
important memory in your life, for example.
Okay. Uh, uh, the first history in my life, the a fantasy history about um, I read this is Harry Potter and between 9 years, and this move uh, my imagination for um, for now other things in the world, and this very good memory for me. I start to read with Harry Potter, and for me is the nostalgic, I don't know, for my childhood.
Great. Do you think these Harry Potter books had a great impact in your life? Because
Yes.
good, good.
Yes,
You like?
it's my first book, my first
Oh,
book, and I
okay.
read between 9 years old,
Oh my
eight
gosh.
and 9 years old, and I read book, and I compare it, I you know I compare it with move, because
Okay.
I had a fita cassette do do Harry Potter.
Wow, great, great. Good memory, good memory. Thank you, Felipe. And how about you, C? Do you have a significant story to share with us or not?
Yes, yes. One moment impact for more yearless in my life when was to United States studies too was the first years the university social communication. I looked the enrollment to stay years old, but do to some situation, okay, and I back and can back to university. These stories, it's one of impacted my life.
Wow, great,
Yes,
great. So
yes,
let me see if I understood. You were living there?
yes,
Oh my gosh,
yes,
great, great. So interesting. I think
yes,
this it's a good memory, I think, right?
yes,
For the rest of your life,
yes,
maybe.
yes.
Nice. Thank you, see, for sure. And how about you, Brizola?
Yeah, for me, one of my earliest memories is hearing The Little Prince by Anthony de
Oh,
Saint-Exupéry. Acho que é o nome em francês, sobrenome. The stories, themes of love, loss, and seeing beyond the surface left a profound impression on me, touching me to value imagination and emotional depth. That's it.
good, good. I have the same idea as you, Brizola, because The Little Prince was the first book that I read, and I was really, I don't know, surprised with the book. I was really, I spent the days thinking about the book, the flower, the fox, the message from the book. I was like, oh my gosh. And everyone from my families know that I love The Little Prince. My my birthday when I turned 30 was from Little Prince. It was a surprise party. So everyone knows that I have a tattoo from Little Prince because I really love this book. It's a kind of book for kids, I know, but I guess we can, I don't know, about the message from the book. It's totally different. Could be a book for kids, but every time that I decide to read, I get something different for myself. I don't know what's happened with this book. And you are sure the guy who wrote it's a French guy, so I can say that could be Little Prince for me because it's an important book. I have um, some I don't know exemplares here from the Little Prince, and I love this. It's hard to read in English. I would say that was difficult to finish, but I think it's a really beautiful book for me.
Yeah. Camila,
Go ahead.
do you read the stories to people close to you? I read into my sobrinha de
Oh,
5 years.
yes.
Yes.
And she like it or does she like it or not?
Yeah, ela
Yeah.
ama, ela ama. Gosta que eu
Wow.
leia sempre.
I don't know what's happened with this book. Nowadays, I guess maybe we can thinking about the choices from the characters there, maybe. But I didn't read for someone. I just read for myself. I just suffered alone. And I didn't have this experience, Brizola. But let's move on, guys. Your turn, Brizola. Question number 3.
Yeah, in your opinion, what makes a story compelling? Compelling, right?
Yeah.
A compelling story as relatable, characters, não sei se é assim que pronuncia, emotional, deep, and a clear, meaningful message. It drains the audience in its authenticity, conflict, and the journey of transformation. Não sei se ficou um pouco confuso o que eu falei.
No, no, I understand. Do you
Pensando.
prefer, I don't know if you read or if you like movies, do you prefer fantasy or what do you
Uh,
like to watch or read?
Tá. I prefer horror. Horror
Oh,
não.
yeah.
Horror.
Yeah, me too. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Brizola.
Thanks.
Maybe could be a fantasy, right? Horror, because maybe it's like a, I don't know, so crazy idea from the horror movies, then could be a fantasy, right? Thank you, Brizola.
Não passa de ser fantasia, né?
Yes, imagine, for example, I don't know, I don't remember a witch who I don't know, fly. This is fantasy, right? This is not a doll who kill people. It's like Chucky. It's a doll, so it could be fantasy, I guess. Thank you, Brizola. And you see, what do you think about this? What make a story compelling for you?
Well, for me, my opinion is when it brings emotion. Yes, I don't have I don't like horror. I don't like it. Brings involvement and activity and enter in the stories. Yes. In
Yes.
the involvement emotion, yes, I like the romantic, yes.
Yes. Do you cry a lot or not? Watching
No.
movies movies or books. Do you cry when we feel this feeling yourself? Like I feel shame to cry, guys. I
Yes,
feel shame.
yes, yes.
If I am in the movie theater watching a movie, I feel shame to cry. I cry like, oh my gosh. But you like this romance, right? This story,
Yes,
like, great, great. A lot of emotions in the romance stories, right? Thank you. See, and you, Felipe, I know that you like fantasy because the Harry Potter, but do you think this is what makes the Harry Potter or other story compelling for you? What do you think?
I like fantasy. Yes, it's my
Yeah.
favorite kind of moves and stories in general. Um, in this type or I don't know in this kind of history, I like this plot twist and
Oh, yeah.
the big plot twist, traições or big changes about this character or like like I don't know I don't remember now, but I remember just in Portuguese, but this series don't know the people don't know for for the name in Portuguese, Guerra dos Tronos.
Wow.
I don't know the name, but I like this. I like this uh, deep history about characters, uh, um, bem desenvolvidos, development characters, and have uh, have dialogues. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this plot twist is the best for me.
Great. Guerra dos Tronos is Game of Thrones? Is the same?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
I was like, I don't know these things. Okay. I was like, maybe should. Oh, I've
Yes, yes,
watched the series, but I never tried to read the books because I think they are like this, the books, right?
yes.
More than 1,000 pages. I don't know.
Yes,
Oh,
I don't know a thousand, but is big books,
yes.
but is very best and more details
Hmm.
and very good.
Guys, I don't know you if you have this problem, but I feel so, I don't know. I don't think I have the imagination to create a character. Maybe I need to search for some picture on internet to help me to see the character. If I just read, sometimes it's not like I don't know. I don't think I have the imagination. For example, I watched Harry Potter because I was obligated because I don't want it, but I tried to read the books, and I guess this was different for me because I know how was the Harry, how was the Hermione, the others. Harmony, I guess, in English, right? I don't remember the name from the guys. It's totally different in English and in Portuguese. So I suffered sometimes because I don't like to read fantasy. But when I try, I feel like, oh my gosh, maybe this person is like this. I search something on internet to help me to see if I am right or wrong, But I am trying to read this. I this year I decided to read only classic books. the Russian books, the Auto da Compadecida. I am reading only the classics. And this is really hard for me because I need to work with my imagination a lot. But I guess it's the I don't know, the good side of this. You can build in your mind. You are reading, and then you are traveling. You are just thinking about the book. I guess this helped me to be aware of my cell phone and try to relax a little bit. So I think I am in this process. I don't like fantasy, but I am in this process. Okay, maybe next year I will maybe try to read Harry Potter. I don't know, Felipe. Let's see what will happen. But I guess for me, what makes a story compelling, I like plot twists a lot. And I feel exciting with this. I don't like too much information about places in a book, like the wall was red, the guy was tall and fat. I don't like this. I feel like, oh my gosh, go ahead to the story. I feel anxious. So I prefer directly information. I don't have this too much patience to read fantasy. But I think it's important to develop our imagination, if at least for kids, they need to develop these things. And as adult, I believe so because this help us to create I don't know, different perspective of life. And I guess it's important. Let's move on, guys. Do you want to add something or we can move on? Do you want to add something, Brizola or C? We can move on?
Yeah.
Great. Let me see. See, your turn. Do you want to choose a different question or do you want to go to the next one?
Next one. Ai,
For,
sorry, achei que você estava falando
no,
comigo.
for me
Oh, yeah.
or
No, it's
me?
you. It's you. See, go ahead.
Yes, yes.
If you
Sorry,
Or
want
C.
to read to choose a different, you can choose, or if you
or
want to read the next one, okay?
yes, number 4. Yes, okay. Can you share a time when a story helped you understand a complex idea or situation? For me, I think in my job currently, after the time, release the situation,
Mhm.
change not it is complication. I need changes my life again. Understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand.
Yes.
I sometimes I prefer to read some books that helps me, like in my daily routine. For example, if I cannot focus, I will try to find a
Yes.
book to help me in my focus. Or maybe if I want to be more productive, and I will try to find a book to help me. It's like self-improvement books, right?
Yes.
I guess. Great, great situation. I am as you. I love to read self-improvement books. I have thousands here. I love. Thank you, C. And how about you, Felipe? Do you have any experience about a complex idea or situation?
Yes, in my teenage age, so I don't know, in my teenage, uh, I read fantasy and other stories, but this books like no help me how you say esquecer the
Forget?
situation, forget my situation because the situation in my life in that moment is not so good because uh, some things.
Because was
Uh,
life, right?
yes, and this fantasy helped me forget this and travel in history and help me don't understand a situation, but uh, help me relaxing and traveling and just company.
Okay. Were you a shy person, Felipe, when you were a teenager or a childhood?
I don't understand now.
Were you a shy person? Você era tímido na sua infância?
Okay, shy is tímido. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
thanks.
Were you
Uh,
shy?
no, I don't know. I don't know it's correct. I was shy when I don't know people, and Talk and Talk
Mm.
helped me with this too, because I don't know you and I speaking a lot with you. It's
Yes, I feel that here. Sometimes I open my heart and speak about my life, and then I forgot I am on YouTube, guys.
yes.
And then I remember, oh my gosh. But I guess I like this platform because we can create a relationship with the others, right? I remember some days that I was not so good because I was, I don't know, tired or life problems. And then I was here laughing, have a great conversation. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm better just because we are here laughing and have conversation. So I totally agree that helps a lot to forget the problems, right? As you said, Felipe. Thank you. I put the word here, right, in the chat for you, Shy. And how about you, Brizola? What do you think?
For me, I read em 1984 de George Orwell help me grasp to complicity of power, surveillance, and your language shapes reality. I made abstract political concepts feel urgent and personal. I read this book because my great father as our representative Leonel Brizola. I don't know if you know him. We recommended it to everyone in the family to get his concepts. Then it as passed on 10-1. Como se fosse um legado, sabe?
Wow, great. I love this book. I love this book. This was the first, this is not a fantasy, but maybe because it could be a fantasy. This was the first dystopic book that I read. I had an English teacher, and his mother is from Brazil, and his father is from US. So he can share ideas from both sides. And he told me about this book, and we read this book in English. Was awesome for me. This book is the best. I think these books makes me feel aware about the society in general, the behavior maybe. I love this book. Was my favorite because was the first dystopic book that I read. There is another one, Animal Farm, I guess, from George Orwell. I love it. I think it's a, I don't know, these books makes me feel like a fanatic, like, oh, you need to read this because this book is like that. And then I feel like totally crazy, guys. I need to, we use this word in Portuguese, panfletar. Every time that I see someone, oh, you need to read this book, you need to read this book. It's awesome. I love this book. Thank you, Brizola. Let's move on, guys. We are talking about the number 4, right? Let me see if we can change a little bit. Number 7, do you believe that everyone is a storyteller in their own way? Why or why not? What do you think, See?
Well, yes, of course. Everyone have a condition, storyteller.
Mhm.
Your if people feel good, feeling can feeling good and involvement story. Yes.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. I think we need to be storyteller, right? We
Yes.
are here creating the answer, and I don't know, we need
Yes,
to find a way. I think Simone is a host here, guys, if you want to enjoy her immersion. And as a host, you need to be a great storyteller, I guess, right? We need to try to talk with the others. I think it's everyone it's a storyteller, but not everyone it's a good storyteller, I guess.
yes.
I don't know. Thank you, see. And you, Felipe?
And this question remember me about Forrest Gump because
Yeah,
is
he
the
was, right?
yes, the biggest storyteller, the best of. But I agree with C. Um, anyone? No. Someone, I don't know, can be a storyteller, but uh, it's I agree with you too. It's a storyteller and a good storyteller. It's
It's
a
totally
difference
different, I guess.
between, but
Yeah.
since I'm not good storyteller and I need development about this, but I is this.
This will was my first question. If you will judge yourself a good storyteller or not. So you said no, right? You need to, do you think you need to improve this, right?
I don't know. It's I need to prove. Yes.
I think we have some techniques nowadays, right? You can read a book to know how to communicate better. So I
Yes.
think
Mhm.
everyone is a storyteller because we need to be a storyteller, right? Thank you, Felipe. Do you judge yourself a good storyteller? See, I forgot to answer that. Do you judge yourself a good storyteller or not? Do you feel like, no, I'm not good?
Oh, depends. Oh,
Yeah,
yes, depends.
depend of the topic, maybe, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I
Mhm.
don't know, guys. I think everyone here has a friend who is in a barbecue, for example, party, and then that person who is there talking with everyone, share good memories, and you feel like, oh my gosh, this person is like a magnet, has a magnetism, right? You
Yes,
cannot stop to listen this person. I think for me this is natural. We
yes.
cannot develop this. Sometimes it's natural, right? Thank you, C. And you, Brizola, what do you think? Are you a great storyteller? I think you are, Brizola.
Yes,
Ah!
everyone is a storyteller. Waiter through the conversation, social media, our memories, people constantly share narratives that shape ontem and the author's perce oh God, percebem, é isso que eu queria falar. The word, that's it.
Yes, good point, good point. I don't know, guys. I think I was thinking here, the difference between a good storyteller and being a palestrinha. Do you know that person who is always talking to you? I don't know how to say palestrinha in English, guys, but I guess we have a different. If you are palestrinha, you know everything, right? I guess you are the rei da razão. And I guess the storyteller is the person who can makes you goes in the story and feel better. Not the palestrinha sometimes makes you feel boring, right? I think we have this different perspective. Not everyone is a good storyteller, as we are talking here. I guess this sometimes happens, a palestrinha a lot, and then in my job, sometimes someone opened their mic just to say the same things, but in different words. You know what I mean? Like if you were in a meeting and then the people change the words to say the same things, and you feel like, oh my gosh, let's finish. So I guess we have these problems nowadays. Let's move on. Felipe, your turn. Do you want to choose maybe question number 8? That's okay? Or if you want to choose another one, I will give you two options, 6 or 8. What do you prefer?
Mm. Mm, I like it.
Go ahead.
How do you think the medium, like books, movies, songs, after the impact of a history? Yes. I think the medium affect because depend the um, think in book there's more time, more um, formas
Mm-hmm.
um, de contar
Mm-hmm.
a history because this have many pages and developing a history the one the one mode I don't know say
Mm-hmm.
this and movies and songs different movies have uh, camera and and many times change a history in paper
Mm.
for screen don't have possibilities translate the the best mode and this limited history and limited história
Mm-hmm.
and songs is other for me is other line art is other thing. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Yes.
opinion.
We are talking about here movies and books and songs. I remember we have a song from Legião Urbana. I guess it's more than 10 minutes. Faroeste Caboclo.
Ah,
And it's a great storytelling. You go like in the history and you feel like you are in the story. You feel great to be there and you feel anxious and you feel afraid and you feel happy. So can you see the how rich is the storytelling sometimes, right? It's so good when we see that. These days I was listening Guns N' Roses. I forgot the song. November Rain.
yes.
And was
Uh-huh.
I guess 10 minutes the
Talent,
song
talent,
too.
too. Yes.
Yes, it was so interesting to follow this storytelling. I love this. Good point, Felipe. Makes me remember these two examples. Good point. And how about you, Brizola?
Yeah, for me, the medium influence how I story is felt and remember buried. Books alone deeper introspections, movies engage visual and emotional sense, and the song after evoke immediate emotional responses through melody and lyrical. That's it.
Yes, good. Good point. Good point. And you see, what do you think? And you can share what do you prefer, books, movies, or songs to feel a great storytelling if you want, okay?
For me, in our life, live a big story and can count the several shapes, found the like the books, movies, songs, etc. Não sei como fala, etc. We travel, through books, movies, and songs fuel. Feel alive, yes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe when you are watching something and the song is different, right?
Yeah,
And you feel like, oh my gosh, something will
yeah,
happen here. And you feel
yeah.
like, I don't know, you feel afraid, maybe, or
Mhm,
happy. I
mhm.
guess this is so crazy, right? The songs can, I don't know, makes everything change inside
Yes,
of us.
of
I feel
course.
so pretty this. Do you prefer what? See, books, movies, or songs? To I don't
Um,
know. You can share an example for a movie or song or a book.
Songs, because and I like dancing and
Oh,
songs, of course.
yeah, great. Do you
Yes,
have a specific song that makes you feel?
I then years 8 years
Ah, okay.
90 years, yes, 80
Yeah.
90 yes.
Oh, great, great. I think it's nowadays we don't have good songs, right, guys? It's
Yes.
so terrible nowadays. I guess I understand you, see, totally understand. Let me see. And you, Brizola, do you prefer books, movies, or songs to have this mix of feelings?
I prefer books, o gênero do horror, because each a book you can have a more complete absorption, absorbed, which make you think about that they would be like having a continuação, uma
Yes.
sequência. So much so that I am reading a book called Call of Shadows. Não sei se estou falando certo o nome, é Chamado das Sombras.
Mm-hmm. It's a horror movie. Book, sorry, it's a horror
É,
book.
é um livro que eu estou escrevendo.
Oh, great, great, great. Do you like these books from Dark Side, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
they are great. They are great. I love, I love. Thank you, Brizola. And you, Felipe, do you prefer books, movies, or songs to have this mix? Can be both, can be all the options, okay?
I like all the options, but it's different. Is sometimes I like to see moves, or when I have more time, I read. And songs every day. I hear songs every day, but no, because this accompany feelings and about storytelling too, sometimes. And this I like too. I like every options.
Great, great. Guys, I have some, I can share a lot of examples here that songs who makes me cry all the time. If I'm not sad, but I cry. Maybe the song, it's a happy song and then I cry. I don't know what's happened. I guess this is I feel so proud when I see someone with this, I don't know how to say that, even in Portuguese. The person who knows how to sing a song, a good voice, I feel so like, oh my gosh, this person is like an angel. I feel like that, like so surprised when I see someone with that because I don't know how to sing, guys. I'm terrible with that. But I think it's so beautiful when I see the guys like Whitney Houston. She was brilliant. She was, I don't know how to say. There is another one, Tina Turner. She was like the best. I feel so like, oh my gosh, this is not a human, a normal human. This is different, right? I feel like, oh my gosh, I cry a lot when I listen to these girls. Or maybe, as I said, Guns N' Roses or others, because I like the old music too. See, so I have this. I don't know. I feel so touched when I can find a good music or song or maybe a movie, right? I cry a lot watching things, guys. I think it's a part of the process. I love this experience in life. Let's move on, guys. I think we have time for more questions. Number 11. Brizola, your turn. You are writing a book. So I guess this question is for you, Brizola.
Yeah. Aí, creating a story, conforme eu tinha falado, que ela é de Call of Shadows, chamado das sombras, não sei se eu estou pronunciando essa frase certa. The inspirations for reading the books is to think about what you'd it be like if X, Y, Z happened, and then my imagination flows.
Yeah, yeah. I do you think what makes you write these books? Do you have a can do you want if you want I can say in Portuguese, okay? O que que fez você escrever esse livro? De onde saiu a ideia de escrever esse livro? Oh, you are muted. You are muted.
Ah, sorry. Veio através pelo fato de eu ser um fã de filmes, histórias, horror, suspense. Daí, quando eu começo a ler ou ver, daí eu começo a imaginar como seria se acontecesse X, Y, Z. Ou vendo aquela história, você já começa a imaginar como seria se fosse desse jeito ou de outro jeito. A partir daí, fui começando a montar e foi onde que tá sendo desenvolvido.
Great, great. Congrats,
Inclusive,
Brizola.
inclusive tá na editora. Quando lançar, eu
Olha
vou falar
aí,
para todo mundo.
sim. Abra a live aqui, ó, com seu livrinho para panfletar aqui pra gente, por
Oh,
favor.
of course.
Good, good, Brizola. And you see, have you ever created a story?
Yes, always have stories to count. Yes, experience. I have several situations. I count stories in my life. The dance, for example. Yes.
Oh, which kind of dances? Which kind of dance do you
Yes,
like?
I like the several typicals the dance. For
Okay.
example, belly dance. I don't know English, dança de salão.
Wow.
Yes, I love it. Desde de jovem, muito pequena.
Wow.
Yes, I don't know English.
Okay.
Universe de dance is I love it. I love it.
Great. It's like a therapy for you, dance.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, true.
Great,
Yes.
great. I'm terrible dancer guy. Terrible dancer, terrible dancer. Oh my gosh, terrible. But I think it's so beautiful when I see the others. I remember when I was at the university and Falamansa was really famous.
Oh,
And I was like, oh my gosh, I would like to know
ah,
how to dance forró, but I am terrible.
delicious dance.
Yes, and everyone was dancing. I was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, I don't know how to dance. But I guess not the lyrics, I don't know how to say that, guys, but o som, the sound is so like, oh my gosh, you feel so good. Like, I think it's really beautiful. I think dance, it's like I don't know, this is like a magic for people who knows. I think it's brilliant. Thank you, C. And you, Felipe, I am curious about you. Have you ever created a story or not?
Yeah, I in my teenage years,
Mhm.
I think I think a lot in histories, fantasy histories about the uh, person persons turned animals, how lobisomem, but other animals, and and I write in this, but I don't continue, but I write in any anything in this histories.
Wow, great, great. But you give up about this. Like,
Yes,
this is,
it's
oh
a
my gosh, why? Why?
teenager dream.
Yeah. When I was a kid, like 9 or 10, I would like to be a writer. And I have a notebook with a lot of silly stories, like, I don't know, brothers who was fighting, these silly stories, but I would like to be a writer. Of course, I give up about this, but I think, I don't know, I would like to be a teacher. I think I don't know, guys, if you have, I think we have time for another one. This is not here, okay, in the chat, but you have a imaginary friend when we are a kid, Felipe, or not? I didn't, okay?
I don't remember. I don't remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I see my daughter, and I think if she has a imaginary friend, but I don't see any 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 signals about this because I don't remember about me in my childhood.
Okay. Maybe you didn't interrupt your daughter in a conversation with her imaginary friend, right? But I don't know. I didn't have guys. I don't know. And you see, do you have did you have a imaginary friend when you were a kid or not? I guess this is totally related to storytelling, guys. When you have an imaginary friend, I guess.
Oh, yes, I good imagination. I like it. Yes, a very important the travel imagination. Yes.
But
Uh,
your family
y-
sometimes told you
y-
about a
y-
friend, imaginary friend or not?
yes, yes,
Yes, do you have
yes,
a one?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, see. And you, Brizola, did you have any?
I don't understand the English.
Você tinha algum amigo imaginário quando você era criança? Eu acho que isso aqui, storytelling, é totalmente amigo imaginário. Quando você é criança, você começa a viajar aqui, que meu amigo tá me chamando, que a gente brincou, que a gente dançou. Eu acho que isso é totalmente comum. Você teve um amigo imaginário quando você era criança ou não?
Esse daqui eu vou falar em português, tá?
Manda bala, manda bala.
Inclusive, era um amigo escondido. Por que que eu falo escondido? Porque quando a minha mãe via que eu tava conversando, ela achava
Aí,
que
ó,
eu tava
Felipe.
doido.
Aí,
Ô,
Felipe.
moleque, vai fazer alguma coisa, tá doido, tá falando com quem? Mas eu tinha sim, obviamente. Mas escondia de todo mundo, ninguém sabia.
Oh, meu Deus do céu.
E-
Eu
e-
acho que é normal. Você teve, sim, você teve amigo imaginário?
sim, adorava brincar de escolinha e tinha os alunos, né? Tudo
Eu
imaginário.
também. Eu também catava os gatos das vizinhas, colocava numa cadeira e falava, gente, a gente vai fazer a aula aqui. Coitado dos gatos, gente.
E aí eles
Ca-
ficam loucos ainda.
Catava as bonecas, distribuía o meu gibi para cada uma ali. Gente, eu acho que isso é um puto storytelling. Você é desde
Yes,
criança, assim. Isso aqui é de muitos anos, gente.
of course.
Guys, I don't think we have time for another question.
Ai,
I put
aham.
here the link from the survey. I think
Uhum,
everyone here know how it works. You can share your opinion if you like it or if you dislike this immersion. And please, guys, feel free. Open your heart to share your opinion. Don't feel afraid because it's totally anonymous. And was a pleasure for me, guys. I'm gonna speak in português, ok? Foi um prazer ter vocês aqui. Eu dei muita risada. Essas imersões das 10, às vezes a gente pensa, a gente tá cansado, mas a imersão aqui é pra gente extravasar, pra gente falar inglês, coisas
uhum,
leves, pra gente conseguir se comunicar. Foi um prazer. Não sei como é a sua primeira vez, se os meninos eu já vi. Como é que foi
aham.
pra você? Eu não sei se foi difícil, se foi.
Não, tá super, tô conseguindo me desenvolver bem, tô pegando bastante vocabulário, né? Então, assim, eu consigo, assim, entender bastante o conceito, não tá tão, assim, difícil mais como era no começo, né?
Não
Então,
dói tanto, né?
não dói tanto, exatamente.
Pior já passou, né, Simone?
É, eu acho que aquela fase de dor, é claro, que às vezes a gente ainda tem aquela pequena dificuldade em algumas palavras, em pronunciar tudo, mas já está bem melhor e tô assim, foi fantástico,
Que
fantástico.
bom, sim, que bom. Gente, se eu começar a falar muito rápido, vocês falam, Camila, para. Porque às vezes eu começo a falar, então vocês falem, tá, Camila, para, vai devagar. Porque às vezes eu vou, e às vezes eu vou tentar falar mais devagar, tá bom? Prometo pra vocês. Pessoal, foi um prazer. Eu não vou segurar vocês mais aqui. É a nossa última imersão, mas acho que todo mundo tem, né, que descansar e etc. Foi um prazer ter vocês aqui. De verdade, eu me diverti muito. Eu
Eu
tava
também.
preocupada, assim, que às vezes é umas imersões que a gente não sabe o que vem. É uma caixinha de surpresa. Simone sabe como é. Boa noite para vocês, gente. Vocês sabem que eu tô
Boa
sempre
noite,
por
gente.
aqui
Aham.
e vejo vocês em outras imersões, tá bom?
Estarei
Beijo,
mais
Beleza.
gente.
Boa noite, beijo, gente.
será?
Tchau,
Venha,
tchau.
sim.